As I just spoke about our brother Fahim Ali, God rest him, he was murdered in Miami. And we had to make sure that that was taken care of, but it had nothing to do with the party. You know, you just have some brothers that just want to, some brothers just, I think that a lot of times if they take a look at somebody that's doing the work, they can look at themselves and it makes them feel small. Like I was telling my sister the other day, I said, I once heard a little girl tell another girl, you think you cute, so I want to fight you. What she's actually saying is, I'm jealous of you, so I want to beat you up, or I want to hurt you. So this is a lot of what's happening with the killings. A lot of it is jealousy. A whole lot of it is jealousy. And Brother Desequay was telling us how, some people got low self-esteem. And when we dealing with our people, we really need to pay attention to what we say to them. Because if you hurt their self-esteem, it could result in them not coming back. It could result in something bigger than what you ever planned for it to be. So there's a lot of that going on. But in any case, Brother Fahim was murdered for absolutely no reason. Understand, the person said, why are you looking at me? It was just a look. And the next thing you know, he was killed right in his front door. I guess they knocked on the door, and when he opened it, they shot him in the chest. And that was it. And every Monday, we did the radio show together. The Newark Panther Party has a radio show on Monday nights at 8 o'clock. And I was doing the engineering, and he was the host. So I kind of took that really hard because him and I used to talk all the time. He never raised his voice. He was by himself down there, and that should never ever have happened. A Panther should never be alone or isolated. Whenever you go out to get flyers, whatever it is, now I've done it, and I had to be reminded that we are not supposed to do that. When you go out into the community, you have to go 2 by 2. I'm going to demonstrate how that's done. Because do you remember when you asked me, is this it? Well, no, that wasn't it, what you were seeing. We've been ready to get into it because what we've been standing here talking about is it. Yeah. This is what the meetings are about. If the public was here, which we anticipate them being here in the next couple of weeks, they will be here. This place will be packed out because we're organizing. What you do is you read the 10-point platform. And once you finish with that, you might organize them around housing. You might organize them around jobs. Just like Brother Secretary said, a lot of people don't want to be bothered until something happens. Somebody done killed somebody in their family. And what happens is they want some help. They want somebody to help them to deal with this, and the people that's giving them a hard time, they might be organizing around that. But bottom line is that you got to keep the community galvanized. When we talk about land, the PGRNA, the Republic of New Africa, their whole thing is land. Free the land, free the land, free the land. That's all they say. And when I went down to that funeral, to Brother Fahim's funeral, I was thinking to myself, no wonder he be saying free the land. Ain't nothing down here but land. And the thing about the land is that when we were down there, it was Oglethorpe, Georgia. It's like 3 hours out of Atlanta. There was no telephone reception, no nothing. I was like, my Lord, how did they, you know what I'm saying? But that's where he was from. And there's nothing out there but land. I've seen get with me if you're interested in buying some land, and I've seen land in other places, which is like in Texas. They basically giving that land away, primarily because it's too hot for the white folks down there. They don't want no land where there's a whole lot of heat and whatnot. So they basically giving the land away. I think it's $8,000 for 20 acres. Yeah, and I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing because God forbid if anything ever happened to me or my family, the bottom line is they got some land. You got 20 acres somewhere. And you can always do what you want to do, that you keep land in your family, because if you got land, you got riches. The black man needs to get land. In a perfect world, they should give us land. You know, I don't like to stand and do a whole lot of talking. I like to be able to demonstrate how we're supposed to be doing things. And as a part of this, I was trying to wait for B.A.M.N. But since he's not here, it's 7:30. What I was thinking, Queen, is that we could go and demonstrate the flyer, hit the block. So I can show you how that's done. Because this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Do you have the duties? Do you have the April duties?
yeah, the five
Go over that.
the five duties. You don't want to. And Sister, she's so good to just come here with me, and in spite of oh, I have to object. Together we need to go over. We need to go over the five duties of a Panther.